Have you ever wondered how thousands of giant pumpkins are transformed into the smooth, rich pie filling found in stores every year? In today's video, we are taking you inside one of the largest pumpkin processing factories in the world, where massive machines work around the clock to turn truckloads of pumpkins into perfectly prepared pie filling. Welcome back to Process Insight. Today, we are stepping inside a giant pumpkin factory to discover how thousands of pumpkins become pie filling every single day. From endless fields and gigantic harvesting machines to high-speed production lines and strict quality control, this is one of the most impressive food manufacturing processes in the world.
Every autumn, millions of people enjoy pumpkin pie, but very few know what happens before that can of filling reaches the supermarket shelf. Behind every spoonful is an enormous industrial process built on precision, speed, and technology. The journey begins long before the pumpkins arrive at the factory. In huge farming regions, specially grown pie pumpkins are planted months in advance. These are not the same pumpkins people carve for Halloween. Pie pumpkins are smaller, denser, sweeter, and have a much deeper orange color. Farmers carefully select special varieties because they contain less water and more flesh, making them perfect for turning into smooth pie filling. After months of growing under the sun, harvest season finally begins. Giant harvesting machines move across the fields, collecting thousands of pumpkins every hour. Some pumpkins weigh only a few kilograms, while others are much larger. But every single one must meet strict standards.
As the pumpkins are harvested, workers and sorting systems immediately begin checking them. Damaged pumpkins, rotten ones, or pumpkins with the wrong color are removed before they even leave the field. Only the highest quality pumpkins are loaded into massive trucks and transported directly to the factory. When the trucks arrive, the scale of the operation becomes incredible. Dozens of trucks line up outside the factory every day, each carrying several tons of pumpkins. Conveyor belts and hydraulic unloading systems quickly empty the trucks, sending thousands of pumpkins onto the first stage of the production line. The first thing the factory does is wash them. Since the pumpkins come directly from farms, they are covered in dirt, leaves, and sometimes even small stones. Huge rotating washers spray the pumpkins with high-pressure water, while giant brushes scrub every surface clean. By the end of this stage, the pumpkins are completely free from mud and debris. Next comes one of the most important stages in the entire process: inspection. As the cleaned pumpkins move along the conveyor belts, advanced cameras and sensors scan every single one. These machines check the size, shape, color, and even the internal quality of the pumpkin. If a pumpkin is too small, damaged, or does not meet the exact factory standards, mechanical arms instantly remove it from the line.
Only the best pumpkins continue to the cutting area. Here, giant industrial blades slice the pumpkins in half at incredible speed. The inside of each pumpkin is exposed, revealing seeds and fibrous strands. Large scooping machines remove the seeds automatically. Nothing is wasted. The seeds are often collected, cleaned, and sold separately as roasted pumpkin seeds, or used to make pumpkin oil. After the seeds are removed, the pumpkin halves continue deeper into the factory. Now, the real transformation begins. The pumpkins enter enormous steam ovens, where they are cooked at carefully controlled temperatures. This stage is extremely important because it softens the pumpkin flesh without destroying its flavor or natural color. Inside these giant cooking chambers, thousands of pumpkins are steamed at the same time. The heat makes the flesh soft enough to separate from the skin. Timing is everything. If the pumpkins are cooked for too long, they can lose flavor and texture. If they are undercooked, the final filling will not be smooth. Once the pumpkins are perfectly cooked, they move to powerful separating machines. These machines peel away the skin and leave only the soft orange flesh behind. At this point, the factory floor is filled with mountains of bright orange pumpkin. But the process is far from over.
The pumpkin flesh is transferred into giant stainless steel grinders and mixers. These machines crush the pumpkin into a thick puree. Massive rotating blades break down every piece until the mixture becomes perfectly smooth. To guarantee consistency, the puree passes through fine filters and screens. Even the smallest lumps or fibers are removed. The goal is to create the same silky texture in every single batch. This is where science and precision take over. Technicians in the factory constantly test the pumpkin puree. They measure its color, thickness, sweetness, and moisture level. If the puree is too watery, the factory adjusts the process. If the color is not deep enough, the batch may be blended with another one. Every can of pie filling must taste exactly the same, no matter when or where it is sold. Once the puree passes inspection, it moves into huge mixing tanks. Depending on the final product, the factory may add spices such as cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, and cloves. Sugar and other ingredients are added in carefully measured amounts. Some factories create plain pumpkin puree, while others make fully prepared pie filling that is ready to pour directly into a pie crust. Inside these giant tanks, powerful mixers blend thousands of liters of pumpkin filling at once. The smell inside the factory is incredible, with sweet pumpkin and warm spices filling the air. Before the filling can be packaged, it goes through another critical stage: sterilization. The mixture is heated to high temperatures to destroy any bacteria and ensure the product stays safe for months. Food safety is one of the biggest priorities in the factory, and every batch is tested repeatedly.
Workers wearing protective clothing collect samples from the line and bring them to laboratories inside the factory. There, specialists test the filling for flavor, texture, and safety. Only after passing every test can the pumpkin filling move to the packaging department. Here, the speed of the factory becomes truly unbelievable. Rows of automated machines fill hundreds of cans every minute. Each can receives the exact same amount of pumpkin filling. Sensors check the weight of every container to make sure nothing is overfilled or underfilled. Next, metal lids are sealed onto the cans. The cans then move through another heating process that locks in freshness and creates an airtight seal. After sealing, the cans are cooled and dried before labels are added automatically. High-speed machines place the labels perfectly, while barcode systems track every single can. The finished cans are packed into cardboard boxes, stacked onto pallets, and wrapped for shipping. Giant forklifts carry the pallets into enormous warehouses where they are stored before being sent to supermarkets around the country. In just one day, a single factory can process thousands of pumpkins and produce millions of cans of pie filling. What began as a simple pumpkin growing in a field has now become a perfectly prepared product ready for kitchens everywhere. But the most impressive part is the amount of technology and engineering hidden behind something so ordinary. From harvesting and washing to steaming, blending, testing, and packaging, every step is carefully designed to create a product that is safe, delicious, and identical every time. The next time you open a can of pumpkin pie filling, you will know the incredible journey it took to get there. From massive farms to giant factories and high-speed machines, this is one of the most fascinating food production processes in the world. Thank you for watching Process Insight. If you enjoyed going inside this giant pumpkin factory, make sure to subscribe
and turn on notifications so you never miss our next journey into the world's biggest and most advanced manufacturing plants. And tell us in the comments, what factory would you like us to explore next?